you can see, I switched location last night. I was parked up on top of the hill, as you saw, if you watched last night's vlog, and it got a bit noisy. Boy racers, about 10 o'clock at night, started turning up. Yeah, just like loud music, dicking about like they do. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to get any sleep here, so I'll move. And I found this beautiful little spot, right next to Woodhead Reservoir. Gorgeous place to wake up to. So you got St James's Church over there, and the aptly named Bleak House. Which does look rather bleak, doesn't it, sat out here on its own. Also, it's not often you see a stone house built in the style of a Swiss chalet. Yeah, apparently this is the top reservoir for the Longdendale Trail. So if you saw my video a few months back where I did the Bottoms Reservoir, that was the bottom end, this is the top end. So what we're doing now we're going to drive up to the top of Glossop and go look for a plane crash. So stay with me. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Right, let's crack on. Also, there's a row of houses there, derelict. I actually thought they were intact last night when I turned up. I thought, I hope I don't disturb the neighbours. Obviously I won't do, will I? Anyway, let's jog on. Sometimes you're just going to stop and lie here, aren't you? How stunning does that look? Looks pretty magical, doesn't it? Not often you get to capture moments like that. Beautiful. Anyway, back on the road. Well, it looks like the parking spot's already getting busy. Hopefully there'll be space for me. Very small. Okay, so we've arrived. We are on the Moor. Check it out. So we're going to head across there and see the plane crash. I'm just in the middle of making a cup of coffee right now. Got the water on the boil, which I think is about done now. Let's have a check. Yeah, that's hot enough. Always do the finger test. So basically, it should be somewhere over there. So, while I drink my coffee and get set up, what can I tell you about it? Well, the wreck is a B29 Flying Fortress, American airplane. It was carrying 11 passengers, well, 11 flight crew and 1 civilian when it crashed, so 12 people died. And apparently it was like, as you saw the rolling fog on the way in, well apparently it was covered in fog when it crashed in 1948. It was covered in fog. And they thought they'd actually passed the peaks, the high peaks, so they started descending. Obviously their instruments were playing up a bit, or for whatever reason, I don't know. There was actually in a formation, there was actually 3 other planes with them. So yeah, they started descending, and obviously they hit the peaks and it burst into flames on impact, killing all the passengers and crew, which is quite sad really. So it was only when the others got back to the base and that one didn't turn up that they sent out a search party for it, and then they found it. So they basically removed the bodies, but because the flight wreckage was strewn over such an area, they've basically just left it there people like us to go and explore. So that is all I can tell you about it, because that's all I read about it. Now all we need to do, take a walk over and check it out. First of all, I need to finish my coffee. You can see, can't you, like with the peaks sticking up. The rest of the moor is just flat and you've got that one spot. So it basically it was just bad luck really, wasn't it? Some might say human error, it could be instrument error, who knows. Anyway, let's go check it out. Right, let's get going. I've actually just rolled the van back a bit as well, because the person behind me kind of rolled back, so it made it look like I was taking two spaces, which is a bit, yeah. So I made space for somebody else. But as you can see, it's quite busy. It's quite a fast road as well. Seems to be a lot of idiots driving along it. Anyway, let's get on to the moors. Can you guys hear that? That's grouse. See ya? A couple of grouse over there in the grass. Grouse in the grass. There you go. That's nice, isn't it? Please take a leaflet, not stuff it full of poop bags and everything. Honestly, you know, I'm getting more and more disrespect for dog walkers the more I see it. The more you go out walking, the more you find them chucking their bags of shite everywhere. For God's sake, guys, clean up after yourselves. What are you doing, brought up or dragged up? Anyway, griping off. What do you reckon? One random patch of crazy paving. Literally like 3 metres long. In the middle of the moors for no reason whatsoever. Looks like them moorland pavers have been out again. Anyway, I think we're almost there. Looks like it's all the way up that gorge. So it's a fair old trek. And it's a bit wet and muddy, but they're worth it when we get there. Incidentally, it's advisable if you're going to do this trek that you bring decent walking boots, not leave them in the house like I did. New walking boots, I know exactly where they are, at the bottom of the staircase in my house. In my rush to come out yesterday, I forgot to put them in the van, so unfortunately I'm having to resort to wearing my old walking boots with holes in the bottom, little hole. So right now I've got quite soggy feet. This is just one of the dangers of being an international vlogger. Things we go through for you guys. Wet socks. Sorry, I've got some dry ones in the van. Never mind. Crash site is over there. Only about another mile actually, I think. Beautiful location. knocked the top one off. Apologies, whoever that was. Right, let's go check out the wreckage. So the wreckage is over there. So it looks like we've got to cross this little bit of a ravine just to get over to it. Which I think there must be a crossing point over here. Let's find out. Look at the stunning views though. So this is the crossing point, which I can imagine on a hot day, on a wet day, would be quite flooded, quite difficult to cross. And if you look behind me, looks like there's a bit of traffic building up behind me. Quite a few people there. Yeah, it's getting a little bit busy, which I kind of expected with all the cars that were there. There were quite a few groups, more than 6 I might add. Groups of more than 6. But hey, who cares? They don't, obviously. I've literally just got my feet soaked crossing that. Definitely advise that you bring good walking boots. And waders maybe, on a wet day. Fell runners. Never got the attraction in fell running. Never got the attraction in running really. Right, how to get to this crash site? In there now. Look at them, mental. Oh, that was nice. The chap there just informed me I'm going in the wrong direction. So now I need to head, as the grouse flies over there, in that direction. Right, that was very nice of him. Poor chap just climbed up a hill just to show me, while his wife wandered off and left him. So you do meet some nice people when you're out walking, don't you? Right, let's hopefully find the right path. Apparently it's the size of a tennis court, the wreckage, so I can't miss it. Famous last words. He's never met me before. Off across the moors to the local workhouse. I'm kidding, of course. They're too old to work. Anyway, just across there, you can see the road and the cars. Somewhere over there's my van, hopefully. So we'll let these get in front a few bit and then we'll head on up. We'll take a different path though. Don't want him to think I'm muscling on his harem. Secretly, I was also hoping one of them might slip on their arse and give me a bit of comedy value from the footage. But hey, you can't have everything, can you? I could walk behind him, there's still time yet. Check out the hair. Gone. There it is. See it? That's a big bugger, isn't it? That is a big boy. I've seen grouse, I've seen hare. Nice. Not seen a hairy grouse yet though. You know when you're walking across the moors like this, kind of off the path, kind of makes you appreciate how hard of a task it must have been in 1948 to actually recover the bodies, because since then we've kind of created pathways and everything for us to reach the site and the summit. In 1948 these pathways weren't here, so the people who had to have the job of recovering it, it's been a really tough task. You can see why they left the wreckage where it was. Well, I was planning on letting the harem go in front of me, but while they were messing about in the ravines, getting stuck, I found a quicker path. Now they're all behind me again. Can't get rid of them. Ah, well. That's the only thing with rambling. Everybody wants to do it. Now that is the crash site. That's pretty obvious now. Let's go and check it out. So there you can see the crash site. It's quite busy. We'll have a look, eh? Nothing going across here though. There's a pathway this way. So you've got the main crash site there. There's actually a piece here. Let's go check this piece out. Wow. So this is an actual piece of a 1948 Flying Fortress B29. Wow. When you look at the edges there, it actually looks like people have been tearing bits of the aluminium off as souvenirs, I'm guessing. It does make you wonder, doesn't it, how much of it has actually been taken as souvenirs and how much people have actually kept. Obviously this tin, it's quite easy, isn't it, to peel. So imagine at one time that would have been full. No idea what part of the plane it was, bit indistinguishable. But let's go and check out the rest of the wreck. Got another piece here. Wow. It's amazing really when you look at the tin, when you think this has been here since 1948 and it's still shining. Even in these conditions. So I'm assuming must have been part of the wing section, or I don't know. I'm assuming, I've no idea. This looks like part of the fuselage. Wow. Now that looks like it would have been the turret for the gun. Might have been the gun mount. So that might be where a gun was sat, maybe. Could be wrong, I'm not actually sure what a B29 looked like. Wow. There is literally just bits of it everywhere, as you can see. It is nice, however. It is nice that people haven't robbed it. There is quite a lot of small chunks, it's quite easy for people to pick it up and take it away. Part of the wing or maybe part of the fuselage. It shows you how vast it's spread though, doesn't it? here. Not 70 years ago near it. Nearly. 72 years ago. There's the undercarriage there. What's left of one here? Parts of the engine. Even got a tyre on it still. Spectacular, isn't it? In a sad kind of way. This is the tyre. There you go. 72-year-old plane crash. So there you go, B29 Flying Fortress. Also, besides recovering the flight crew and the passenger, they also recovered the wages, because it was also carrying just short of £7,500 in wages for the Air Force base. They managed to recover all the money as well. I'm not sure what £7,500 equates to today. I'll drop a link to let you know. I worked it out. Quite a bit of money. So it looks like people come up here on Remembrance Day and leave pay their respects to the United States Air Force members who died here. It's a bleak spot, isn't it? So these obviously would have been the engines with the propellers on. There you can see what's left of one of the propeller shafts, prop shafts. That would have had the 4 fins on it. Not sure whether it was a twin. Actually, it looks like it had 4 engines, 2 on each side, I'm guessing. So the other 2 seem to be over there. Quite sure why, but somebody's left an FBI cap. To my knowledge, they weren't with the FBI. The size of the radiator. Just loads of stone crosses and hearts. And quite a few of them scattered about everywhere. There you go, B29 wreckage. So there you go. There's the wreck of the B29 Flying Fortress. Overexposed was actually its name, and it fought in the war as well. It was used in the war. So yeah, sad end for it really. It was doing aid missions, I think, if I remember rightly. So there's more of it here, another radiator there. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It's not often you get to visit a plane wreck, especially one so old. Most of them usually get taken away. Also, I'm not sure what the wind is like here. I'm not sure what the sound quality is like. Apologies if it's a bit windy. We're on top of the moors. But yes, there you go. So I'm going to head up to the summit now. I'll give you a shot from the summit. And I'm going to head back to the van and rustle up some dinner. I'm bloody starving. a view. That's a stunning view, that. Hope you guys enjoy it as much as I am. It looks like people have been carving the rocks again as well. Let's go check them out. Check out all the rock carvings. 1871, 1940. Pretty cool. Some people do go to really good limestone. 1871, 1948. Which obviously was the year the plane crashed. Beautiful though, isn't it? This is why we travel, to experience new places. Check out new things. For those who can't travel, we put them on YouTube for you guys to watch. Top of the world, Ma. Top of the world. Well, top of Derbyshire anyway. No, just sat here thinking about it then. Got the shelf there, and then the plane crash about there. It literally was only like a minute too early coming down, wasn't it? When you think of what speed the plane would have been going at, it's literally a matter of minutes, isn't it? If it had just waited like another minute or so before descending, it probably wouldn't have hit it. It really is that bad, isn't it? Because he was coming in and going to descend, was to stay below flight path. Sad really, isn't it? Literally a matter of a minute or two. Yeah, anyway, now I've got to make it all the way over there, back to the van. I think I can just spot which one it is. About 20 cars up from the back. Right, let's crack on. So it looks like that's the path back, which actually looks a bit easier than the path I took to get there. Yeah. Right. Tell you what, guys, it's a lot easier going down than it is going up. They're panting like hell. I think they've actually took the steep climb. Hopefully I won't go on my arse. It also actually looks a bit drier as well this way. Wish I'd come this way now. Remember those fell runners we saw before? There they are again. Still going strong. Absolutely mental. But hey, fair play to them. I won't even ask how many miles they've covered. Probably quite a few. More than me. Yeah, fair play to them. Carry on. bit busy again. Beautiful, isn't it? You know, one thing I've noticed about ramblers, very polite, aren't they? The majority of the ones, when you let them pass, they'll say thank you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, enjoying your walk. Very pleasant and polite people. It's nice. It's nice to see that that's still around some places. And there's plenty of them up here, aren't there? Me included. I guess I'm a rambler, aren't I? Rambling on and on. Right, to the van. Incidentally, I take back what I said about this path being drier. My feet are saturated now, it's like walking through a river. Not far now, almost back to the van. Just see it there. As I said, it's very, very busy. As you can see, popular place, especially on a nice day. Right, see you guys back at Patch. I'm going to try and get there without slipping on my horse. Oh, right guys, that's it from me. I'm back at the van. I'm going to change my socks. Feet are wet. Look how muddy my boots are, dude. But that was daily vlog number 12. Look at that. Yeah, wet through. So I'm going to get these off, get some dry feet on, and say see you guys tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed my little excursion today. Hope you found it mildly entertaining. Or immensely entertaining, whichever. Yeah, thanks for watching guys, and see you tomorrow. Actually, just look at the colour of my feet. That's literally through the socks and the shoes. Also, before I sign off and say goodbye again, top tip, if you're going to come here early in the morning. So as you've seen, it's very, very busy now, and it's only 12 o'clock. So yeah, get here early doors if you want to get there without being disturbed as much. Right. Again, adioskis. See you later. I'm going to enjoy my view and have a cup of coffee.